Hey guys, how's it going? Hopping on live here. If you are here live, comment hashtag live. If you're catching the replay, comment hashtag replay. I love to see who's hopping on, who's joining. How's your day going? Say hi. I love when you guys comment and interact. Although since I have started using this tool, it's harder for me to see the comments, but I will check in here throughout the live to see what you guys are wondering, what questions you have. Yeah, definitely feel free to comment throughout. All right, so today's live, I am going to go through a super simple trick to help you discover your unique selling points, and also a story of how I discovered that I have kind of an unconventional unique selling point that I didn't know I had. So one thing I want to say, if you haven't joined the Find Your Diamonds workshop, you can definitely still do that. That's happening tomorrow at noon, and we're actually going to break it into a 2-part workshop because as I was working through the content, I was realizing that I have a lot of content that I want to go through, lots of examples, lots of exercises. It's going to be really good. And so we're breaking it up into 2 parts. The first part's happening tomorrow, and the second part we are voting on for when that's going to happen. There are 8 amazing women in it so far, and it's going to be really, really good. Okay, so I am going to jump in here. Just going to check comments. Okay. All right. So a few days ago, I shared how an experience at a business retreat had a huge impact on me finding my unique selling proposition. And here's how that all went down. And I have this photo up because this is a photo from the retreat. This is it's called the Illum Retreat by Bonnie Bakhtiari. That's her right here. And this is us getting ready for the hot seat. So this chair right here is the hot seat. And this is the panelist of speakers at the event, and they were our hot seat panelists, I guess you would say. So we were each in the hot seat for 3 minutes, and during that time, they took turns, and each of them asked us a bunch of questions. And basically, in the hot seat, we just answered their questions. Before we got in the hot seat, though, we presented like one thing that we wanted to figure out while in the hot seat. So that was kind of how that worked. So when I was in the hot seat, when I came up to them, I said that I was struggling to figure out how I was different. Nothing felt special enough. Nothing felt remarkable enough. And it was something that I was just really trying to figure out because I know that it's super important. And so they asked me questions throughout, and what I learned was something really interesting. So they, of course, had gotten to know me over the course of the 3 days of the workshop. And through that time, they told me that one thing that they noticed about me is that I ask really good questions. This is something I didn't know about myself. I had no idea that I'd do this. I just ask questions that I feel like are important. And I also feel like I have a really curious mind. And so I want to get to the good stuff. I don't like surface conversations don't interest me. I like to get to the heart of things. And this apparently showed. And so this is something that they felt was different about me. And I thought it was really interesting, and I thought that I could use it as part of my brand. And that's something that I walked through in a previous live last week too. And so with this, the message that I want to share is that your unique selling points are unique to you, right, and your business. So that means that they can be unconventional things that maybe don't fit the mold of what other people are saying that their unique selling points are. And they shouldn't fit that, right? Because every person and every business is so unique. So it's natural that, there are going to be some unique selling points that are, going to be really interesting, or maybe even off the wall, or just something that people have never heard about before. So that's one thing I definitely wanted to mention. And that's something I learned throughout this experience. And what else did I learn? So in this, I'm going to check comments real quick. All right. We do have a couple comments. I forget to read them out loud, right? So, hey, Amanda, thanks for this. Need to catch it on the replay. Yes. That asking questions thing is exactly me. Awesome. How funny. It's totally what I need to use, part of my brand. Wow, you said the same words as I was typing. So funny. That's awesome. Keep commenting. I love it. So the other thing I learned is one of the questions that they asked me, and I believe this was Shanna. So I'll just go through this is Shanna Skidmore. This is Katie Selvage, Lauren Carnes, Kat. I cannot remember her name or her last name at the moment, but this is Kat. She does like Creative at Heart, and this is Bonnie. So Shanna had asked, I believe it was Shanna, what do customers and clients say is the reason that they chose you? And so this is the super simple exercise I wanted to direct your way. So when you are thinking about projects that you've worked on, or clients that you've worked on, or customers that you love, what do they say is the reason that they chose to work with you? That is one of the easiest ways to discover how you're different, because they're going to see that as your unique selling point. So, sorry, I'm just going through my notes quick here. If you don't know this, and I really didn't know this either, like I feel like I have pretty good business processes, but for some reason this wasn't one of them. And so after this retreat, one thing that a couple things that I adopted were that I made part of my workflow and part of my process were to ask customers, A, how they found me, and B, why they chose me. So when you, and I recommend you add it to this to your process as well. A, find out how people found you, and B, why they chose you. So that first part, that actually, I mean, it's not really directly tied to your unique selling proposition. It's just to know how people found you means that you know where to spend more time marketing, and you know where to find more people like those customers that you already love. So that's why that one's important. And two, finding out why they chose you, of course, like I just mentioned, that's one of your unique selling points. Okay, I'm going to check the comments here. All right. So yes, find out how they found you and why they chose you. And I want to mention too that this little, recommendation, this little exercise, this is just the tip of the iceberg for discovering your unique selling points. And I'm now, as I've been working on this workshop, I'm calling them Buzzworthy brand factors, which I really love. And as I've been researching the companies, because I've been doing a lot of research to get ready for this workshop and finding what makes them unique and noteworthy, I've discovered that there are 15 categories of what I'm calling buzzworthy brand factors. I just mentioned that, but yeah, which I thought was really interesting. And what was especially interesting to me is that you can, there's a method, there's a process. And when you know this, it makes it really easy to discover how you can stand out, because all you have to do is go through these 15 categories and learn how you can apply them to your business. So that's exactly what we're going to be doing in this workshop. Is I'm going to be going through each of these categories, showing examples, and then going through exercises for each one to help you discover if it's something that you can apply to your brand and how you can apply it, how you can use it to differentiate yourself. So again, this workshop is happening tomorrow at noon. And I mentioned earlier, in case you missed it, that this is going to be a 2-part workshop because it's there's going to be a lot of stuff in it, and we felt like we needed to break it up so I wasn't going way over time. And I shared a little sneak peek of the slides in the group earlier. It's so good. I'm so excited. Also, I don't know if you guys saw, but I added 2 really awesome bonuses. So this is the little black book of Buzzworthy brand factors. So this shows those 15 categories. And you would also learn those in the workshop, of course, too. And then I've collected a list of 25 really awesome companies and listed out their unique selling points and how they fit into those 15 categories. And it's so cool to see this because you can see how it really is there's a process for this. You can really look at each of those categories and figure out how you can apply that to your business and just create this really unique overall picture for your brand. And then this is for your inspiration. There's a ton of awesome ideas in here. And then the other bonus I have is give your offer a scroll stopping name. So I go through 5 different strategies to help you name your offers, and also some inspirational word banks. My assistant Julie loved this. And also I wanted to share I shared my slides with her, and here's what she said. She said it was all very inspirational and motivational and really got me thinking. So I know it will do the same for others. I think people are going to love this. I loved the give your offer a scroll stopping name exercise. I'm totally going to use this for my offers. So I wanted to share that with you. It's already getting rave reviews from my assistant. I know that's a little bit biased, but I thought it was worth sharing. All right, I'm going to check the comments here. All right. So again, the workshop is $67. I will include a link in the comments so you can check that out. Do you guys have any questions about what I've gone through? So I went through kind of how I discovered one of my unique selling points, and like a really quick exercise for how you guys can discover yours. So I'm going to check comments here. Yeah, definitely. And if you think of something later, comment, and I'm happy to hop in and answer those too. So I don't see any comments, so I'm going to let you guys get back to your day. Yeah, I'll talk to you guys later.